That works.
15's a good number.
15 works. Yes.
Hello.
Greetings.
Yes. Notice beautiful illuminations. Well, you can't see the lights.
Yeah, true.
But you can
You
see
can
us.
how they affect us.
And it's not the episode 3 of Game of Thrones, so you can see things.
The entire beginning of this should just be a black screen up until slowly rise from 0% brightness.
Right.
All right, great.
So we are framed in high definition, etc. The sound will probably desync.
At some point, yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. But anyway, we are testing a new setup. Obviously, you can see we've got some different things. My name is Lucas,
Dustin?
and maybe we should scoot a little.
Which way are we going?
I'm
You
gonna
wanna
scoot.
come
Let's
this way?
scoot this way.
Ooh,
Yeah,
hey.
just a little bit. Hey, there we go.
Ooh,
Yeah,
hi.
getting
Greetings.
close.
Yeah.
All right.
Frame.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
middle of the torso there.
Intro.
Intro. Da-da-da.
And we're back.
Hey.
This
This is wonderful. We're just
no.
going to do all the mouth sounds for all of the
Yeah.
special effects.
Pretty much.
What are they, bumpers?
We also
That's the
have
official term.
no direction, really.
Not at all.
But anyway, we are back. Well, we do have
Loose
direction.
bullet point
Right,
list.
Yes. We want to talk about some things. Primarily, we want to talk about the game, Streets of Blaze, obviously, real quick. And we want to talk about what our direction is moving forward for at least the next few months. I know we didn't post a video last week, but I was indisposed, i.e. out of the country. So it was going to be a little bit difficult for me to do that in airplane mode. But we've got some exciting news, some exciting things going on, and lights.
Yeah.
So, first thing we want to talk about. So let's talk about the update.
Just an update for the game.
Yeah.
What have we worked on in this past, really hard actually, this past week or so?
It's been super hard.
Yes, absolutely. Hitting it,
Yeah.
really putting in the time here to get a crunch. We're trying to get this trailer.
Crunch is a bad word now.
Crunch is a bad word now. Yeah, it is a bad word, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no, you can't say that.
Funny little thing, if you go to, I don't even know where you'd find it, on Facebook somewhere, our first movie idea
Oh yeah, Crunch
was
Time.
Crunch Time, the movie.
Which
So,
tidbit, the idea behind that was all about Crunch Time.
that was
because
shocker.
we were not great students, to say the very least. I can't really say that because
Yeah, sure.
all our projects were amazing.
Great, yeah.
It was just, we were fans of the final hour.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So-
we worked on our own timeline.
What was
for
the thing
again,
you used
stuff.
to always, pressure makes diamonds.
Pressure makes diamonds, baby.
So-
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Crunch Time, and I think there's like you said, there's a Facebook page.
Yeah,
actually
you
out
can
there
probably
for
find
that.
us somewhere. I keep seeing fans go up and down and
Right.
count on it. So
Which
it's
is
out there.
odd. I think Crunch Time actually has more followers than our company and the game.
Good chance. We should maybe
So-
transition that to the company page. I don't know. I don't know if the movie, our project should...
I don't know. I just find it funny that people are more a fan of our vaporware than something we've actually released,
Yeah, that is true.
which is kind of strange.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey, one day we'll make it.
Yeah, sure.
I
absolutely.
still maintain that
Yeah,
we'll
right.
do it.
Then all of our vaporware products would become ideas.
Yeah, right. Hey, so we might have to change the name. It might have to go from Crunch Time to Blurred Out Word.
Redacted time.
Redacted
Yeah,
time.
redacted time.
Right. Yeah.
True.
Crunch is bad. We don't
Apparently.
crunch, but I mean, it's us. There's two people working on
All
this
the
game.
work on it is overtime, as it is not our primary.
Oh, we are
work,
so
so-
bad at this.
Yeah. What are we at? 22 minutes.
Yeah.
There we go. 4. All right.
Yeah.
The update.
So the update. Yes. Back to our original topic.
We're 3 more levels down.
Yes.
Or done.
Like hardcore, they're super good, super ready to go. And what we plan on doing, as far as the update is concerned, is rolling some of the changes and things like that into our early access release before we go to the full release.
Yeah,
Now,
full
originally
release.
we were just saying we're just going to add all our updates and just go full steam on the full release, but I do think it makes sense to update the early access for all the people that have bought into the early access, since there are some changes and things that we're going to need feedback on, because none of our friends are playing the game and giving us any feedback on
That
it.
is true.
So-
Yes. So for you that do play the game,
Right.
we are relying on you.
We are relying on the 12 people that own the game
Yes.
to give us all the feedback. So we're excited for that. I am really hoping to get at least those levels that we've worked on in the last few weeks into the game in the next week or two,
Yeah.
depending on what else goes on. And we've got some teaser, trailer content that we're working on, which would be really cool for people to see. Essentially our final vision for the game.
Yeah, right. Because we've been using a lot of our just preliminary art assets and placeholder content and stuff to make our previous trailers and teasers and whatnot.
Right.
So to actually have some finalized content to use in those, that'd be awesome.
Right, and we've got some artwork back from
Yes.
as far as some of the cutscenes that go on, happen later on in the game. Visions, we can show you what that looks like. Check that out.
Yeah, well, look at that
Hey,
one.
there you
Yeah,
go.
that's great.
So that'll be cool. Obviously, that's more work, because I've got to color them, separate them,
right.
and animate them and
Layers,
do whatnot. But exciting!
Ta-da.
Yeah. What else we got? Timeline. So
Timeline.
one of the things I really wanted to hammer on or / talk about is the fact that we originally anticipated the game was going to take us about a year to work on.
Correct.
Right?
Mhm.
Now that was all in light of receiving some sort of backing, some sort of funds,
Correct, yeah.
and that sort of thing. And we have some amazing fans of the game, some amazing backers. You guys my emotions swell every time I think about the 4 people that really
that
like
are
the
just
game.
totally invested.
They're super into it.
Yeah.
We've got patrons, which listed here.
Ooh,
that was
hey,
fast.
thank you.
But the cool thing is we've got a core audience. That audience is not large, but it is a core audience.
Absolutely.
And so we want to make sure that we are delivering what we want to deliver, regardless of our initial timeline.
Sure.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, our anticipation for releasing version 1.0 of the game is this summer, for multiple reasons.
Yeah. What are those reasons?
Well, I can tell
No.
you one of the reasons is I love this game. I really do.
Right.
I also really love doing something other than this game. It's just I find it difficult because we're not working on this full time,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
And so I don't want to be caught up in I don't want to call it a side project because it is our project, but
Yes.
you know what I mean.
Mhm.
It's like when I work 8 hours a day. I come home, I spend time with my wife, I spend time, with you guys, and we come out, and then I will literally spend another 4 or 5 hours into the wee hours of the morning working on the game, and then I'm like, I have this really cool, concept or idea for something else, and it's I don't know, it's hard being an artist.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Yeah.
It's
You're never
just-
when you call something done. I always have that problem too. When is something finished
Right.
in your eye? Look around us, all of the projects that I have in various stages of completion because
Exactly.
I can't really when you draw that line. This actually has a 1.0 release,
It
so
does.
at some point something will release out that is playable and to completion.
And I think the important thing to remember too is you never want to get into a project that has an infinite scope.
Yeah.
Right? This game has a scope. And I think it's important for us to not go outside of that scope.
Correct.
As far as producing is concerned, because we have a lot of really cool ideas for
Yeah.
other things that we want to work on.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's perfectly reasonable for where there's only 2 people. I think it's perfectly reasonable to believe that I got burnt out.
Of course, absolutely.
working on something.
Yeah.
So, people can hate us for it. They can not
Right,
hate us
yeah,
for it,
sure.
but I think it's whatever.
At the end of the day, what we're putting out is something that we're going to be happy with.
Right.
It's not just, what,
Exactly.
just take it as it is right now and just throw it out there. It's going to be complete. The list of mechanics and levels and content that we want in the game is going to be there at launch.
Right. And I think that's actually pretty cool because this isn't shovelware.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? This isn't an asset. We are legitimately putting in all of the effort, because we never released something out into the world that we thought was crappy.
Yeah, right.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, we're definitely going to put the effort into it. I think it was, I don't know, people will attribute it to Leonardo da Vinci, but who knows who really said it. But he said, art is never finished, it's just abandoned.
Oh, very nice one.
So.
That's my abandoned bar over there.
It looks good though!
It looks great. It has no
looks
shells
really
inside.
good.
It's a completely hollow shell and it holds nothing. Art!
Anyway, what's next? So,
Patreon.
Yeah, is there anything else we want to say about the timeline? Oh, we didn't even mention. So, summer 2019
Yeah, summer, that is
our plan.
Yeah, correct.
And we say
within these
summer
next-
as to be vague.
Absolutely. There are months in summer.
There are months in summer. It's just giving us a buffer so that we don't get stressed out to the point where we're pulling our hair out and then
Correct.
our work will suffer.
Right, and we have these other projects that we really want to get to, like, sooner than later. So it's advantageous for us to push through the crunch, if you want, get the game knocked out in this summer time frame, and be able to get to the projects that we're really looking excited.
You can call it, giving yourself a deadline. I find, whenever, that's one of the reasons I always, I don't want to say enjoyed, but like I can appreciate being in school, because when you have assignments and you have deadlines for these assignments, those projects, you have to get them done. You don't have a choice but to get them done.
Those parameters bind you to completing your tasks.
If you have a game that's got infinite scope and you just say, well, we want to do this, we want to do this, like we could be developing this game for another 10 years.
Yeah, right.
But then people would never see, the other 400,000 amazing ideas that we have. So
absolutely.
But I would also applaud our focus.
Yeah.
This is the most focused I think we've ever been.
We haven't gone into the direction of, like we normally do, where multiple projects come up. There's no other
juggling all this stuff over here.
Exactly.
No, it's literally been, hey, we've got this cool concept. All right, we're gonna put that to the side. And focus on this. So.
Yeah, and that's everything else is just in concept stage. We some art assets and stuff that we drafted up.
Yeah, like
napkin notes is a lot of the other projects we have. So for everything to be put into this one channel. It's been really cool
it's been pretty
to work on it. Ready for it to be done.
Yes.
Next one. Speaking of funneling into a channel, segue.
Yes,
bring back the segues.
Yeah, that's
into
a good
the
segue.
YouTube channel.
Da-da-da,
what you are viewing this on, maybe.
Right. So for all of our millions of subscribers that are watching this today, we just want
cardboard YouTube button.
Get it up here. I'm telling you, they should send out a wood one. You should get a wood one for 10 subscribers.
10
subscribers.
Well, sure, yeah.
But
your mom. Her name's on the back.
I think 10 was a huge milestone.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. That's 5 times more than us.
We have 14 subscribers.
Holy cow, we literally have tens of subscribers.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Which is, pretty good.
Sure.
But we've got some ideas for what we want to do as far as creating content outside of just our games. Yeah. Because right now, there are only 2 of us, but we've got,
other ambitions outside.
Exactly.
Like we were talking about earlier with the movie Crunch Time. We actually started making a bunch of short films. Like games and stuff didn't come.
That whole movie
later.
is basically previs.
Absolutely.
Full length feature film. Like we've got. So that's kind of what we do, and I don't ever plan on stopping that. Yeah. Because that's kind of at this point it's become who I am.
Absolutely.
As a person. So. There are a couple things that we've discussed, and we want to get into like a schedule of doing things. What's the word? Persistence. We want to be persistent with what we're working on.
Yeah, absolutely. So every week, you can look forward to this set of videos. Or this day of the week. We upload something to the channel. Right. And we have a bunch of ideas for different shows. One line of code would be is a great topic. We take some of our favorite, or maybe not so favorite, games throughout history that seem to be plagued by something that could have been solved with one line of code.
One line of code theory.
Yeah. So.
There are YouTubers that we watch and we enjoy watching, their sort of content, and I think what we want to do is we kind of want to communicate our inspirations, because we love video games. Like, I wake up thinking about video games. I go to sleep thinking about video games, and the fact that we have a video game that's out that people can play, I mean, it blows my mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I know we also ruminate about things endlessly. Oh, yeah. So putting some of those ideas out there, putting some of those thoughts out there, and kind of getting, we really want to engage with not just our audience, but the community in general. Mm-hmm. I know putting a series together about ruminations on Kojima games is something I think you could really kind of go to town
Sink my teeth into. Right. Man. Yeah, I would love something like that. Just a focus, take some of our favorite games, explain why they're so important to us, right. And do some, almost
especially
short form
since
videos on that.
I find personally that there are games that I absolutely love that nobody talks about.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Yeah, everyone has the big games.
Right.
Like Legend of Zelda.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, right. And be like,
we're going to go into depth about it, but it's like...
you know what? I had N64 too. I didn't play Ocarina of Time.
Right.
I played...
Blast Corps.
Global Tank. What is it? Tank's Global Assault.
What was it called?
Battle Tanks. Global Assault.
Tanks. Yes.
Global Assault.
Where
my childhood?
Where are my 4-hour deep dives into Vigilante 8?
But that's what I'm saying. Vigilante 8. Come on now.
Or the conspiracy theory game that I love that nobody even believes exists, Breakdown for the Xbox.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't understand why people don't talk about that game. But anyway, so well, that's true. But that's what we want to do. We're going to talk about games and even aiding our creative process. I feel like being able to talk about things and games and freely, that's where a lot of our ideas come from. You know? I mean, look at Streets of Blaze. That game is almost solely inspired by the game I played the most as a child.
Right. Absolutely.
Turtles in Time is me. As a game.
As a game. Right.
Yeah. So that's what we want to do, and so we're gonna over the next few weeks / month and a half, 2 months. I don't want to I accidentally put a timeline.
Put a timeline out there. Hold us to it.
I'll bleep it out in post.
There we go. Yes, absolutely.
We want to put a couple of different ideas together and make them as videos so that you guys can see them. I really want to talk about elevators because
I know, just one mechanic from a game or a movie or something like that really appeals to you and you want to see more of. I absolutely have that infatuation. Recharging shields.
Yes,
that is my jam. So.
The argument that Rocky IV is the greatest movie of all time.
There you go.
I can't be alone. I can't be alone.
Can't be alone.
But anyway, so that's something we have planned for the future. I've also noticed that we've gone 7 minutes over.
Your initial timestamp there, as I told you, happened.
You were right.
We can go. Not too far off of YouTube. Then we're going to.
Oh yes, absolutely. Twitch. So one of the things that it's really funny. I say that a lot.
What's that?
One of the things.
Yeah,
when I was teaching classes, I noticed that pretty much every other sentence I start with is one of the things. One of the things.
Interesting.
I do that a lot.
Okay.
And even more hilarious than that is when I'm having conversations with my mom. She starts every sentence with one of the things. So it's you can't escape it.
You can't escape it. So one of the things is...
but anyway, back to the original topic we were trying to talk about. Twitch! Yes. We play games, obviously, because that's a big part of who we are.
Absolutely.
But we also play our game a lot, because we have to. And... we want to stream it. Yeah. So we want to stream that. We want to stream some of the games we play together. Some of the game, if we invite some friends over, I think it'd be cool to stream.
Just the conversations that come up while we're playing those games is fantastic. So to be able to have that dynamic, have it with other people, Twitch chat, maybe take those VODs, upload them to YouTube, something like that, so other people can get their eyeballs on them. So just have the general discussion and stuff. It's really, really fun.
Live, essentially, what this topic boils down to is we would like to do some live streaming of some sort on a regular basis.
Yeah, right. So, whether that's playing games, creating games, watching games, movies, anything like that.
Exactly.
Awesome to have more engagement.
So another thing to look forward to for our
ever growing
audience. We love. I mean, I love you guys. Yeah, I don't know about I think it's really cool that there are. Whenever I check the YouTube like statistics, there are like 11 people that watch these videos every time.
Every single time for it to come out.
Yeah,
got notification, get the bell on.
Right. So the bell. The subscriptions. Now, here's the other thing too. I think there are people watching the videos that don't subscribe.
Oh, the majority of most. I think we talked about this in one of the previous dev blogs. But the majority of people that watch someone's channel are not subscribers to the channel.
That's true.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's one of the main thing.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons. I watch a lot of PewDiePie's videos.
Oh, sure,
but I'm not subscribed.
Not subscribed. Wow, you traitor.
Well, no, I'll tell you why I'm not subscribed.
The reason
T-Series. I am waiting until he is at 99 million. I want to be that one.
You want to be that guy? I want to be that
guy. I want to be
Bill.
Yep. I'm gonna click it, and then confetti is gonna shoot out of my computer.
Yeah, you did it.
Fantastic. Nice. Yeah, and then I'll immediately unsubscribe. No, I'm kidding. Nice. Anyway, so yeah, that's. And speaking of subscriptions, we have a Patreon. I want to talk about the Patreon because we have currently 2 patrons, and they're great. I think we have 3 followers, but what I ended up doing was I ended up pausing the Patreon so that it's not charging our subscribers.
Right.
I feel that is the appropriate action because we have 3 patrons. They've given us money. I'm ever grateful for that money. But until we actually start growing that audience to where we're not just siphoning 3 people's money.
Very generous people, yeah.
Right. I just feel like it's the right decision to kind of pause that until we build that audience. So, tell your friends, tell your wives, subscribe to Patreon. And the other thing too is we have made some changes because we're not interested in paywalling content.
No.
What we're interested in is making video games, right?
Yep.
So I changed it so that we've got 1 tier. Donate.
That's it. Yeah.
That's basically it. Help us out. You can feel free to kick in whatever you feel like kicking in. But there are a million better things to spend your money on. But what we want to do is create an avenue for people that want to see us make more and want to contribute to what we're doing, so that they have that avenue to do so. So check out our Patreon, and even if you don't kick in any money, follow it. You know what I mean? That's a free thing that you can do. And so you can keep in touch and in contact with us. Talk to us, ask us questions. We, this started as a Q&A, but we answered all the questions in the first episode.
So that's the end of that.
So, ask us questions. I am more than open about more things than I probably should be.
There you go. That's a problem.
So, yes, ask us questions. I'm ranting at this point.
It seems that way, yeah. Right.
I don't know what's going on.
Wonderful. Let's wrap it up with merch. Shall we?
Yes. So, we have some official Leyline merch. I'm not wearing any right now.
Of course, yeah,
because I set it up yesterday. I got to order samples.
Yeah.
And I found out you have to pay for the samples.
Do you have to pay for the samples?
You do have to. Well, you just buy them outright. So what they do is you buy them outright, and then whatever the profit is, they just kick that back to you.
I got you. Yeah. Okay.
But I don't have $20.
I was gonna say, please buy a shirt.
I'm broke.
Teespring.
Teespring, yes. Link. Woo! And check out, and I'm actually gonna put video. Look at all this stuff,
man. That's wild.
And it's pretty cool. But you can engage with us by buying T-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got all kinds of stuff. So get yourself some Leyline merch.
Absolutely.
Rep it out. That helps us, obviously, because every single way for you to kind of show support makes us, gets us that much closer to being able to do what we want to do, which is make video games.
And that was always my favorite thing too, especially growing up through Funkoland and GameStop stuff, was buying merch and stuff for especially smaller studios, underground things all the time, bands that we liked and stuff like that were really, really small, and just knowing that I'm supporting them, and they're growing to something fantastic. Was always really cool. So if we see like a Leyline shirt walking around,
I'd lose my mind.
You know, Guardian Con or something like that, I'd be like, "What? This is amazing!"
I would lose my mind.
Yeah, get a big shout out, and that would be fantastic. We just dedicate an entire video to anybody that we see in the wild.
Yeah, 100%.
You would be pulled aside in Starbucks and grilled.
So, in conclusion,
yes,
I think what we want to do is we want to talk about we have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Follow them.
All those things. YouTube.
Yeah, and we're not.
Can you say that? No? Yes.
Yeah, YouTube.
Twitch.
Yeah, YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube. We don't have the Twitch channel set up yet.
Oh my God! Don't do the Twitch.
So I'm gonna do that today, and then edit this whole section
all out. Perfect. Yeah,
maybe.
Great.
But anyway, so subscribe to us because we don't like spam. It's not.
Yeah, right.
We don't have.
It's not a
50
day
videos. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You're not getting notifications like that. But when we do actually do something, you get that little bell, and you get a little warm feeling inside.
Look, they can put up something
Check
for
out,
me.
check out the video because we're doing this for you.
Right, yeah,
Obviously.
not for our own self
No.
satisfaction.
So, follow us on all the.
Wow, look at
all
these
social
things?
media. Yeah,
Is this where annotations go?
That
now?
might cover your face up.
Oh, is it? Oh no.
So follow us on all that. Check out the link below for our merchandise, and I'm gonna shut up now. So
Wonderful.
Ouch.
So yeah, as I leave, no, this has been great. This is let us know what you think about the new lighting situation. It'll probably change every time.
Yeah, every single time.
For the first
all of our videos,
400 of these videos.
Right.
Yeah, right. We haven't had any consistency so far, so that's been great.
Feedback
Again,
is so
let us know.
important at this point.
Right.
Feedback for the game. If you play the game, if you own the game, write a review. I mean, at this point, bad reviews.
Anything. Put something down. We just want to see people see our product. That's the best thing in the world.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, I mean, this is project number one.
Well, our aim is to make good video games.
Yeah.
Right? And so somebody telling us our game is bad, but giving us reasons why, is immediately like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Sure, absolutely.
Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do that. So I cannot stress enough. Feedback is so important. So important.
Yes.
You can drop us. I mean, I try my best to respond to every single person that says anything. I mean, Twitter DMs, Instagram messages, and I am never on Facebook. But if I get a Facebook notification, you know what I mean? Like, I will reply to that.
Absolutely.
So just hit us up. That's it.
Wonderful.
Worst video
of all time.